all those students who have studied French language, culture and civilization seriously in classes 6, 7, 8 and 9 are ideal candidates for getting 90 plus out of 100 in CBSE 10th board French examination. These students should bear in mind that they should not make grammatical mistakes, mistakes related to accents, or write less than what has been asked to write in letters and messages. Ladies and gentlemen and my dear students, bonjour. My name is Lalit Rao. I'm a qualified and experienced French language teacher, translator, interpreter, as well as a film critic. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to get 90 out of 100 in CBSE Class 10 French examination. So I have 5 tips that I would like to share with you. Tip number 1, read articles from French newspapers for section A, Comprehension Ecrite. So for this section, I made a separate video in which I have given some important topics. So you should consult some French newspapers, online newspapers for this purpose. Tip number 2, do a thorough writing practice of all grammar topics. For the list of topics, please watch my video available on Entretien 101, a unique YouTube channel for CBSE French for classes 9 and 10. Tip number 3, choose fill in the blanks instead of arrange the dialogues. The advantage of doing this is that if you are able to read 10 words attentively, then you can easily put them in the blanks. If you attempt to do arrange the dialogue, then if 1 or 2 dialogues are wrong, then the entire series of dialogues will be wrong and you will lose marks. So better do fill in the blanks, because there are 10 words which are given and you just have to guess the meanings of the words, those words, and just see where do they fit. So fill in the blanks is a relatively easier exercise than arrange the dialogues. Tip number 4, have a strong grip on the conjugation of verbs in all the tenses, such as present tense, passé, composé, imparfait, futur and conditional. Present tense, you know, there are regular verbs, first group, second group, third group, and then there are some irregular verbs. For passé, composé, you just have to take into account the irregular past participles. For imparfait, there are hardly any exceptions. And for future and conditional, there are around 14-15 verbs which are exceptions, in the sense that their starting is a little different. So you should have a strong grip of conjugation of verbs in all the tenses. And subjunctive is a different tense altogether. Okay, so subjunctive is a separate tense that you have to learn thoroughly. Okay. Last and final tip, that is tip number 5, is that solve as many old CBSE question papers as possible. Okay, so starting from 2015, CBSE question papers, old CBSE French class 10 question papers are available on internet, and some of them are available on CBSE website. So you should download them and try to solve as many as possible. And ideally, you should also try to solve Cambridge IGCSE Class 10 board examination papers, because they are presented in a completely different manner. The kind of questions which are asked, the pattern is completely different. Although it is simple in nature, but it is nothing like CBSE. So if you are a good student, if you are serious about learning more, then you should also solve Cambridge IGCSE Class 10 board examination papers. So dear students, I wish you all the best. I am sure that if you do some kind of meticulous planning, meticulous study, you are likely to get 90 or let's say 95 plus out of 100 in French. I wish you bonne chance, best of luck, and all the best for your exams, CBSE French 10 board exam on Tuesday, 20th February 2024. Thank you.